Hi, everybody. This is Vera Nazarian, and I'm the author of the Atlantis Grail series. And I have something to share with you guys. It is very much an exclusive. I think I posted this once on the Atlantis Grail forum, but you will have to really search to find it. But what I'm going to tell you today is the secret revelation of the middle names of the Lark children. In other words, we have not mentioned this anywhere before. We have not told you if Gwen has a middle name, George, or Gracie, or Gordy, and I will explain the kind of story behind it, what they have, or where it came from, and you know how the names are. The main names have been basically decided by their parents because their parents want them to be elegant, and they're like operatic, all starting with the letter G. Well, that was a mutual decision between Margot Lark and Charles Lark, the parents, and they discussed this like most normal parents would, and said, okay, we'll come up with names. Maybe it's in our family. There's an Italian side of the family, and it's all opera because Margot is an opera singer. So we have those names. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to reveal to you guys the story, or first the story, and then we'll share the actual names, okay? So we're gonna tell you that, or remind most of you who have read the series, is that Gwen's father, Charles Lark, is a professor of classics and ancient history. So he just loves all things having to do with the ancient world. And of course, Greek is a very big thing for him. Ancient Greek is in particular. So he must have really argued with his wife to let him do this. But his wife, Margot Lark, agreed, and they have given their names, the names of basically Charles's favorite people from ancient history and classics and ancient Greece. And before I start introducing, are you ready for this? The Lark children do not really like to talk about it. They feel a little embarrassed, and because their middle names are a little strange, to be honest. That's why we haven't brought this up. But I think in Survive at some point I will mention these names. So you will definitely be hearing more about it. But it's one of those things where they will say, my name is, but we're never going to talk about it ever again. So we're going to start with, first of all, what's Gracie's middle name? And I'm going to show you. Gracie's middle name is Hera. Her name is Hera. So it's Grace Hera Lark, because Hera is an ancient Greek goddess of, she's the basically the matron. She's the wife of Zeus, and she basically is strength, a little bit snotty in some people, but I like Hera, personally speaking. So Gracie is a strong, tough, powerful woman underneath her little childishness that she's kind of growing out of by now. So this is the secret identity of Grace, Hera. She is one tough woman. Okay, and wait till you see more about it. So Grace Hera Lark is the name, the real full name of our character's little sister. Now, the next person we're going to talk about is Gordy. Gordy is basically, he's very spaced out, dreamer. He loves to do his art. He just kind of gets very much into little details. He loves beautiful things, but he also tends to just, he likes to watch plants grow in the hydroponics deck. And he likes things that are kind of mellow. He's a very mellow guy. Well, this is what you think of Gordy, right? You think he's just a mellow guy. He's a little oddball. Well, Gordy's middle name is Perseus. Gordon Perseus Lark. Now, Perseus is a hero in ancient Greece. He slayed the Gorgon, and he saved Andromeda. So, this is the secret side of Gordy that we're gonna get to know more about. But his name is Gordon Perseus Lark. All right. The next person you're curious about is George, because George is another kind of a very sweet guy, but also kind of stylish. He's got a great dry sense of humor. He is not a nerd, so he's like the opposite of the of his two of the assemblies. He knows how to interact with the opposite sex. He's classy. He's relaxed, and well, his middle name is George Nestor Lark. Nestor is a very interesting character from the Iliad and the Odyssey. Well, he was basically one of the kind of a wise older heroes. So to give George this thing is a little bit funny because it's a little bit of a nerdy name to have for somebody like George, who's very cool, right? Well, Nestor is actually, he is a cool character, but he's never somebody you would think of, oh boy, you know, he's Achilles or Odysseus. No, Nestor. So George is a very solid, safe, strong with a kind of a secret sacrificing side to himself, but his name is Nestor. So it's George Nestor Lark. Okay, now are you ready for Gwen's middle name? Now, I'm sure some of you might be guessing what it is already. Well, do you want to take a little moment to think about it? Let's give you Gwen's name. And Gwen is Athena. Gwen Athena Lark. Now, it makes a lot of sense because Athena is the goddess of wisdom and intellect. Now, she also has a warrior side. So Gwen is like the nerdy warrior, and that's what Athena really is. I love Athena. She's personally one of my favorite goddesses because she's not just a kick-ass, strong, you know, tough warrior goddess. She is a smart, wise, you know, uses her brain, uses her wisdom to solve problems. So that's Gwen, and that's her secret middle name. Now that you know what they are you ready to read more about it? Because that's going to be mentioned in Survive. Some of this will come up and it will make sense. So now that you know what it is, I hope you enjoyed this silly little video. And I'm still working on Survive, in the middle of chapter 50 right now. Today is August, I think the 2nd, right? Or the 3rd, the 2nd. So I'm in the middle of it. I'm aiming to be done by September, which means that the first draft of this book is going to be finished by the end of the month of September. Then I plan to do edits and, you know, corrections and, you know, tweaks and make it pretty. And the book I'm hoping to release to you at sometime in December for the holidays. So let's cross all our appendages and hope that it happens. But I'm definitely going to be doing this year. So Survive is coming. Don't lose, you know, don't lose sleep. Don't go crazy because it's coming your way, and I cannot wait to share it with you because that's going to have some very interesting, intense stuff happening of all kinds. You think you've seen action in the games of the Atlantis Grail? Well, wait till you see what happens in Survive. There's going to be lots of crazy action. And I want to show you that, just in case you haven't seen, this mug, by the way, you can get it at the Zazzle store. It shows all the covers, and many of you have seen this, but this is the cover of Survive. Notice the red burning flames. Yep, that tells you a lot. This is what happens. There's a lot of stuff happening in Survive. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm going to be saying bye. Oh, before we go, I have a new website set up. It's specifically for fans of the Atlantis Grail. And it's so easy because next time you're trying to find out how far have I gone, because I update online to tell you how many chapters, how many words I've written. The website is tag.fan. It's so easy. Like tag the Atlantis Grail, T-A-G, tag.fan. Okay? All you got to do is type into your browser or into your phone, tag.fan, and it takes you right there. It gives you links. If you click on the book covers, it takes you to the purchase pages. If you click on Survive's book cover, it takes you to the Wattpad preview chapter, so you can quickly go back there anytime you want to reread. There's also links to the Facebook group, which is Astra Daimon and Shoelace Girls. That's the name of our Facebook group. It's a fan group. It's you know, get in there, enjoy talking to other fans. and it gives you the link to it. There's also the official fan forum, which many of you have heard about this before, but you can just link right from the tag.fan. So if you go to tag.fan, there's another button in the middle that says survive. If you click on it, it takes you to the main website, and that will show you right there how many words I'm at, what percentage it is of the estimated completed book. And the estimate is not accurate because I don't know. I can never judge, but it's very much approximate based on how long my previous books have been. And you know that Win is huge. It's a very, very long book. So compared to Win, it's approximately that much. So go ahead and click on tag.fan and it will tell you all these things, and I'll give you links to everything you need to go. And thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. And I promise to have more of the Atlantean terms in a different video, because I have one of them. There's going to be another one with part 2. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.